centimeter actually becomes the perimeter. Okay, perimeter of your sector. So you know this is R and R, this is R theta. So 40 is literally equals to 2R plus R theta. Finish, this is your statement 1. And they said make theta as the subject. You make lah. You want to simplify, you can. If you want to leave it like this, leave it. Then the second part, they said show that the area of the sector of a circle is such, which is 20R minus R square. So area, can you tell me what is the area of a sector, Jason?
Half R square theta.
Okay. There is no way you can express in two unknowns like this. You have two variable. One is R, the other one is theta. So you can never do that when you are doing practical problems. You have to always make it into only one variable. Why? So that it is easy for you to differentiate. You cannot be differentiating two variable. You cannot be having two wives. It's very difficult for you to manage. Same thing. So you substitute, you replace first. 40 minus 2R divided by R. Then you simplify. I'm going to get a R and then I'm going to divide the 2. Expand, finish. See, I'm expressing my area in terms of only one variable, which is the radius. I managed to disregard the angle. And then part C, they said find the value of the R for which there is a stationary value of A. Jason, can you tell me what is the keyword for 2C? What is the keyword?
Stationary value.
Very good. What is the difference between stationary point and stationary value? Point means the x and y. Value means you just take the y. But the idea is still stationary. So when you are doing stationary concept, you know the slope is going to be 0. How many of you in the class actually wrote dy dx equal to 0? If you have done that, they will penalize mark, yeah? You have to write based on the question. You don't write dy dx equal to 0. Instead, you write dA over dr. Rate at which the area changing with respect to the radius. And then you equate to 0, you get your r value. And question clearly is telling, or do I know the nature of the stationary value? I don't know. I managed to find the R value. Okay, that's fine for me. Now the second part, they said determine the nature and find the magnitude of the stationary value. Okay, let's find the magnitude of, magnitude means value, yeah. I want to find the magnitude of A, meaning I want to find the value of the A. So simple, take the radius and put inside. And then you check the nature. To check the nature, you do second derivative. You get -2, which is very easy. Literally, it's giving me a value less than 0. Therefore, A is maximum. Any questions so far? Can you follow? Now let's go to question 4. Question 4, it's also an easy question. They directly say you are having a rectangle and then the shaded part is inside. Everything looks very messy, right? But if I want to find the area of PQRS, it's actually very simple. Let me ask Nesha. Nesha, what is your thought process in finding the area of the shaded part? You have a rectangle like that. What did you do, Nesha? And then they gave you a messy diagram inside. I don't know, I simply draw. Maybe it's not even tally with the diagram. And
There's triangles.
yes, so to find, the idea to find the shaded part is take the area of the rectangle minus how many triangle? Minus 4 triangles area. That's all. They are telling that this is 20 and this is 16. So from there, keep doing. One by one, you open up and you write the triangle slowly. If you don't understand, stop me. Yeah? I will go slowly. Any questions so far? Who don't know how to find the area of triangle? You just have to find the length. Like for example, let me just quote this one here. They said it's RC and what is that? Q. RC and Q. And they given you X here. They given you 4X here. So you can quickly find. So this one is going to be 20 minus 4X. This portion here will become 16 minus X. You do this for all. If it is not given, then you think like this. Are you with me? I hope so. And then you slowly go and expand and solve one by one. I hope I'm not making any careless mistake. Three 32 minus 20.
Yes, for the RCQ, why is it 16 minus 2x?
Why is it 16 minus?
2x, not x.
Okay, 16 minus X. So of course there is a callus here. I minus. So this is supposed to be the area of the shaded part. So if your expression is correct, then everything else will be correct. So you don't have to worry. In this question, they didn't show that the area is such. So if you make careless mistake, gone. So you find the value of x given that the area is a minimum. They already told us it's a minimum and they want us to find the magnitude. Find x, find the magnitude. The word minimum tells me I need to do dA dx equals to 0. Even when I do second derivative, just for the purpose of checking, you can check on your own just to check whether you are doing it correctly or not. I just want to make sure that the area is minimum. So I differentiate again. Therefore, I know that A is minimum. You can write this just to verify, oh, I am really getting the minimum area. And then what is the minimum A? Substitute your x into the expression. Can somebody share the A value? Let me ask Richie, can you help?
With for B, miss.
Yeah, for B. For B.
Is that the area?
Yeah, you have to tell the area. What is it? I am relying on your answer.
151, 2 out of 3.
101, 2 out of 3. Very good. That's correct. Don't forget to write your unit. Question given as centimeter. So centimeter square. That is the minimum area that you can get. If you're using x equal to 5 over 3, then that's the minimum area that you can get. That's what the question is telling. Sri Raharju and Byron laughing. It means they are communicating. And they don't deny the fact. Okay, now question number 5. Do you have doubt with question number 5? Otherwise, I directly skip. Let me screenshot. So many people is not in the class. Do you need help with 5?
Yes.
5 is exactly an adapted question from you remember the new AMAT textbook? From that, you know your Sec 4 or Sec 3 accelerated AMAT book. The question is very repetitive. They ask the same thing now. Now I want Jesselyn to tell me. Jesselyn, say something about the Q coordinate in question number 5. I know I have to find the area of the PQRO. What is the shape of a PQRO, Jesselyn?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. So to find the area, it will be very simple. I just take the base and multiply with the PQ. What do you think the OP is worth?
X.
Very good. Then how will you find the PQ?
Use the Q coordinates and use the line.
Very good. Good job, Jesselyn. I think you did well in your IG learning. So let me draw. Okay, the question says this is the Q. And what is any Q? It's just X and Y coordinate. But now they're telling, hey, do you know that you have a line here and the line is being represented as 3x plus 2y equal to 30. So you manipulate and you get the y from here. It's literally a coordinate, but in an expression form. It is not a value. So you can change your coordinate of q now. You can just change it into x, comma, 30 minus 3x over 2. That is the thought process. If you see this, then the question is easy. If you don't see, the question becomes difficult. So that translates to the length being x here and the height here being 30 minus 3x over 2. Finish, you find the area. If you want, you expand. If you don't want, you can leave it like this. I think I can bring the 3 out. Oh, I can simplify that. And then the common thing again and again, they said find the stationary value of A and then determine its nature. The word stationary tells me I have to do the first derivative and equate to 0. Nature tells me I have to do the second derivative. Okay, Varun, you tell me your stationary value of A. In this case, maximum value of A. What is the highest area we can take?
75 over 2.
75 over 2, correct. 37.5. Is there any unit in the question? Did they say anything? No, right? Centimeter. So it's centimeter square. Any doubts so far? Okay, pick a question that you think I should explain. I gave you what, 6? I gave you 7, 13, and 15. Let's just go and do 15. It's written there as PS, right? Okay. Whatever you are doing, you pause, or if you want to continue, that's okay. But let's do 15. Hopefully, it's not very difficult. Next, Ladisha, can you please read 15 for the class? Why, Sri Raharjo? Why are you laughing? You have any other doubt?
No.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah.
Until 15?
15?
Yeah.
No.
Where are you now?
Still the last that we stopped.
Yeah, after that, I told you go and try question 7. Question 13. Question 15. So now we go backward, yeah? We try 15. So far, any question, class? If no, Ladisha will be doing 15. Ladisha, can you read for the class?
The diagram shows a right circular cone of base radius r cm and height h cm, cut from a solid sphere of radius 10 cm. The volume of the cone is v cm cubed. Express r in terms of h.
Okay. The only information or the number value from the question is radius of sphere being 10 centimeter. Using that, how can I move on? So you think, I want Jack to help me. If you have any thought process, do tell me, girl. I'm just drawing meanwhile. Where's the question? Yeah. What can I do? So, since we have no clue and the question say the radius of the sphere is 10, so go and find the center of the sphere. Go find the center and think, where is the 10? Okay, so literally it's going to be here. Let's say this is the center. I know that, oh, now this is 10. Where else it's going to be 10? Where else is it going to be 10? The only thing you can say is, oh miss, if the upper part is 10, then I know that here it's going to be h minus 10. Here, I'm very sure this is a radius. What do you see? I can see a right angle here. Then you connect. So you also realize that this point towards the circumference of the sphere, it's going to be the radius. This is also going to be the radius. That's all. I have right angle triangle. I know the length of each of the side. Then I can use Pythagoras theorem to solve it. By Pythagoras theorem, what can you write? H minus 10 squared plus r square is equal to 10 square. Now you go back to the question. Okay, now going back to the question. What do they want? R in terms of H. So you make R as the subject.
Yes, how do you get the hypotenuse as 10?
How did I get the hypotenuse? How did I get? Oh, you go to the center of the sphere and you merge it to any part of the circumference of the sphere. Won't you get the radius to be 10? Right? The radius will be 10, right? Look at the careless mistake I made. I went and wrote the h minus 100 squared because my brain worked very fast. I thought it was like 10 squared 100. I went and wrote that. Don't make careless mistake like that. Take your time, pause, and you check very carefully. If you want, radius can only be positive. So don't go and put plus minus when you are making R as the subject. Yeah. Radius can only be positive. Don't do plus minus. Okay, I managed to write an expression for the radius. Okay, now they said find the volume of the cone. Okay, so can somebody help me? Your IGCSE, what is volume of a cone? It's simple, 1/3 pi r squared h. You substitute. What is your r squared? Take from here. And then you put the h. Rearrange, you should be able to get. As usual, stationary value of v, find the value of the h. So you differentiate dv dh equal to 0. 1/3 pi is a constant, so don't bother. I strongly suggest for you to expand this so that it's easy. Now you differentiate. The constant won't do anything. Keep it just there. There is no way the height is going to be 0. And they ask you to find the value of the v now and then the nature. So second derivative. Substitute the h. Put into this. Okay, Warren, you end the class by telling the value of the v now, boy.
Uh, 13 1/3. Wait, value of v.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't did it, miss.
Okay. Do I'm ready. Whatever he told just now, 13 1/3, it's exactly the h value. He went and simplified that. Okay. Who else can help me with the v value? I want the v maximum now because we already know the nature. What is the highest value of the volume? Anyone want to share your answer? Brian, you want to share?
1241.
Yes, 1241. If you're using calculator, then you get answer in this way. You round it off to 3 significant figure. So it's just 40. Unit cube 3 SM.